Friday Eve around here. Time to bring in the plan advisor, Tim Wood, Medicare, Life, and Safe Money Retirement Made Easy, the plan advisor. And first of all, good morning, Tim.
Good morning, Tim.
All right, and Carl's on the other line, too. So
good morning, Tim.
All right, here we are. Hey, today is...
bright, shining faces now.
Absolutely. Hey, today is October 15th, Tim Wood, a big, big day today. Tell us all about it.
It is. This is the day that we've literally been talking about for months now. Today is officially the first day of the annual election period for Medicare. Basically, this is the time from right now, October the 15th, and this goes through December the 7th. So instead of trying to remember December 7th, basically I just tell people to keep it kind of general between now and Thanksgiving. There's a few days after Thanksgiving, but let's just say between now and Thanksgiving, it's when you can make your elections for next year. Now, I know a lot of people don't like change, especially retired age people. They don't like change. I understand that. I don't like change myself.
Me either.
A lot of years, there's really not a lot of things changing. So a lot of years, it's fine to just stay with what you're in and keep rolling it forward. But there's so many changes this year that are good changes, and even some within the same company, and I'll explain that in a second, that this is really a year that people really need to take a look at what's available as far as making their elections and their selections for 2021. I don't want to take the whole time going over the whole list, because basically if you've got a Medicare plan right now, you are probably absolutely getting beaten up. You're getting pounded with mail. You're probably getting calls you shouldn't be getting, but that's another story. And you're just getting beaten up with everybody, and you're seeing all these commercials on TV and hearing all of this stuff. The fact is right now there's actually 6 providers in our area that offer Medicare Advantage. That's it. And they all offer the same thing. So all of these, all the people that can represent it can offer the same thing. The companies, what they offer, I can do the same thing that someone off of the TV, that someone off of one of those mailers. Everybody can do the same thing with the same companies. There's nothing anyone's got that's more special than anybody else. So what you have to look at is who you can trust that's going to make sure that you get into the right product. Now, the way that we set up the plan advisor is we are certified with all of them. So we're not going in just trying to get you to join, Plan A because that's who we sell. That's not what we do. We are taking a approach of trying to really take care of the actual client themselves, especially with Medicare, because we want to really make sure that all of your doctors, all of your medications, we go through all of that and make sure everything is in the system, and then we can kick out, here's all of the options, here's all of the co-pays, here's what you pay when you go to the doctor, here's the maximum that could be out of your pocket for this whole year if something catastrophic happens, here's what your drugs are going to cost you when you go. We can tell you all of that stuff and make sure that you're in the right plan.
Yeah, because everybody is individually different, if that's kind of a way to say it. Yeah. Yeah,
they are, absolutely. And each plan is different. And I'm just going to real quick touch on the differences this year. There's several of them. Number one, we've got a brand new carrier in this market starting January 1st. Cigna is now back in this market doing Medicare Advantage. They haven't been for quite a while. USAA plans. For the first time ever, there's going to be USAA Medicare Advantage plans for veterans. The HMO networks are now going to be nationwide, so you don't have to worry about getting coverage just right here. There's some greatly enhanced benefits as far as your dental benefits, as far as your hearing, your vision. In some of these plans, some of the benefits actually have doubled from what they were just last year. There's one of the providers in the area, WellCare, is now going to be contracted with Valid, and they haven't been before, so that basically makes them valid instantly. And there's some other little things, but all that being said, what you need to do is you need to get with us. We can make sure that we get you into the best plan because we represent all of them. So it can be very simple. And what I was going to say from what I said earlier, it could even be, one of the things I'm seeing this year is there's actually some people that are even keeping in the same company. Like, let's just say, and I'm just naming one, let's just say you're with United Healthcare. I'm seeing some people that are even staying in United Healthcare when they change, but they're changing from one plan to another because this other one is so much better, but you're not necessarily getting all the new benefits unless you change over. It's kind of like you've seen that from, cable companies and DirecTV and cell phones and all that stuff throughout the years, that sometimes you just got to call and upgrade, so to speak.
Right.
Well, that's kind of what this year is. Now, some of the plans are ushering in this new stuff, but some of them aren't. Especially if you've had these plans for a couple of years, there's a chance that you may not get all these new benefits. They're just going to keep you at the old level as long as you're good with it. They're good with it, of course. So that's why I really say this year is really a big deal to get with someone that represents everybody that you can trust, that will look at your specific situation, put in everything for you, give you all of your options, and make sure you are set for some of these major changes starting in January.
You were talking about the HMO expanding nationwide. I would say that would be huge for a lot of people.
It's huge for the whole Medicare Advantage program. In theory, that's the way it's been before. That you could, there was a lot of, let's just say there were a lot of hoops you had to jump through in order to do that before. In theory, it could have happened before. If you really needed to go somewhere, it could happen. But right now, or starting January 1st, it's going to be almost seamless. It's going to be just a real quick phone call or a form you can fill out on their website, and you're going to be able to put in, I need to go to, such and such to Denver because I got leukemia, and that's the best leukemia doctor in the country.
Right.
And as long as they're in the network for whatever company you've chosen, which chances are if you're with one of these big companies, they are, then they would immediately be in your network, so to speak, and you could go. Just so, yeah, that is a huge benefit. And the other really big one, I think, other than the new plans and all that stuff, is the maximum out of pocket. People really, this is one of the things, Medicare ain't sexy. There's nothing sexy about it. Just like insurance, just like talking about all of this stuff. There's nothing sexy about any of this stuff that I talk about every single week. But someone needs to talk about it because it's all going to happen. No one, for example, life insurance. Nobody ever wants to discuss life insurance. You want to talk about as unsexy as you can get. But it's still something that everyone needs to take care of because guess what? All of us are going there one of these days. That's the one guarantee that we all have is we're all going to follow that same path one of these days.
Right.
So you've got to talk about it. Medicare's kind of the same way. No one, what I've got now is working for me. It's fine. I want to leave it. And you can do that. But once again, even you could be even staying with the same company and just changing from, plan C1 to plan F1, whatever. That could make a huge difference in your maximum out of pocket. Once again, that's something people don't think about. They just say, how much is it going to cost me to get my drugs? How much is it going to cost me when I go to the doctor? How much is it going to cost me when I go to the specialist? That kind of thing. And that's fine. That is a big deal. But the maximum out of pocket, and that's one of the things that's changing big time this year in the plans, that can really be a big deal if something major happens or whatever. There's some ways you can hit these maximum out of pockets and you're done. And that's a big deal because some of them went down by almost half this coming year.
Wow.
And once again, there's no guarantee you're going to get that in the plan you're in because some are bringing it to the new plans, some aren't. So that's why it's important to make sure that you get a check this year. And one of the things we're going to have live on our website, theplanadvisor.com, it's not there yet, it should be by the end of the day today, is we're actually going to have a link right on our homepage. You can get on there yourself, click it. It's going to show you all of your options right there, give you all of the information right in front of you in the comfort of your own home, sitting next to your wife on the couch or whatever, and you can actually go through the whole thing and enroll in a new plan from right there if you want to. If you don't even want to talk to us, we're going to have it set to where you can do the entire thing right from our website, and you don't even need to talk to any of us, and then you will be one of our clients. So if you ever need anything, you've got a local resource right here.
And, of course, again, today, big day. It's October 15th. Medicare subscribers can make their elections beginning today. And as Tim said, through Thanksgiving, let's just say. And certainly you'll need to try to figure out, and with Tim's help, to get into the best plan when it comes to that. And the best way, of course, is to get in touch with Tim, the plan advisor, and the planadvisor.com, and plenty of information there for you, right?
Absolutely. All kinds of information. You can get your questions answered. We've got messaging right there on the website. You can set an appointment right from the website. You can send us a question, or, like he said, just give us a call, 423-262-7919, or that website again is theplanadvisor.com.
All right, sounds good. The Plan Advisor, Medicare, Life, Safe Money Retirement, made easy. Tim, I know it's probably going to be a busy day for you, but we appreciate you as always for joining us with some great information. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks. Look forward to it.